Is it working? Okay, it's working. And then nobody's on my live right now. I don't even have that many subscribers. I think I got about like 4 subscribers, but that's fine. Hey guys, I'm Mikkel, Mariah Mikkel, and I want to talk to you guys about something that I've been afraid to talk about for about 2 years now. Not a lot of people know, like a handful of people know about my situation. I was diagnosed with MS in 2016. How it happened, how I found out about this diagnosis was October 4th, I had weight loss surgery. I had the surgery because I could not lose the weight on my own. It's not because I was lazy, because I went to the gym a lot and I worked out and I mostly ate healthy. And it didn't work out. Like, I wasn't losing any weight. I lost like inches, but I was not losing weight at all. I was a borderline diabetic and I had something called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, which is why I wasn't losing weight, because that disease is really hard, makes it really hard for you to lose weight. So I wasn't losing any weight. So I decided, enough is enough. I need to get this surgery so I can get healthy and I could get this, disease under control. So I had the weight loss surgery October 4th. And everything is good. It's copacetic. I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to lose weight. I'm about to be good. I was totally wrong about that. I became really sick after the surgery. Maybe a week, 2 weeks after. I became really sick. I could not keep anything down. I tried to keep fluids in my body, but they were not staying down. As far as food, forget it. I did not eat at all. I actually passed out in Apple. I passed out in Apple. I went to get my phone fixed. Well, checked out because it wasn't acting right. And I passed out. It was not good. So when I passed out, I was actually rushed to the hospital. And they said I was fine. I probably just need to eat. So I went home and I actually had some soup. My brother made me some soup. He made me some beef soup. And I ate the soup and I had some of the beef, but, I couldn't really eat it. Anyway, about, I want to say a week after the situation, I'm still in and out the hospital. I had a sudden loss. My sister was killed. My sister was gunned down at a party along with another young lady. And it really, 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 really hurt my heart. Because she was my sister, like my own sister, my flesh and blood, my own flesh and blood. Like, I just seen her 2 days before that. Wow. So that right there, that put me in a hole. That threw me off, and that put me in a whole, like, depression. That put me in a whole depression state after, her passing. So, I got really sick after that. Like, I was sick before, but that really made me sick. And I went into a depression. Speeding up. So November comes, and it's the day after Thanksgiving. And I get out of my bed, and my legs feel heavy. Like, they feel heavy. They feel numb. It's not. It did not feel like normal. Of course, that doesn't feel normal. Not only that, like, for the last couple of days, I had like these headaches, these really bad migraines. Like, it was like a migraine times 1,000. And I didn't know what was going on. But I get up off my bed and I go use the bathroom, because it's the first thing that I do usually when I wake up in the morning. Come out the bathroom. Of course, I wash my hands, flush the toilet, whatever, wipe my butt. I'm sorry. And I feel unbalanced. Like, I start, like, falling. And I try to hold on to my keyboard, my piano. And that thing is, like, it's flimsy. So it just ends up falling, and I fall with it. So I'm on the floor, and I cannot get out at all. So I called my mom. I'm like, Mommy, I'm on the floor. I can't get up. I fell. And then she said, we'll call the ambulance. So I was like, all right. So I crawled to my bed, and I'm sitting there taking the covers off, pulling the covers off my bed. And, my phone falls. So I called the ambulance. And they said, okay, do you want us to come now? And I said, you know what? Can you come in like an hour? So they was like, okay. So I put on my pants, and my brother, he comes in and he gets my pants for me. He gets my shirts and stuff. And I put on my stuff, and then I lay down and I go to sleep until the ambulance came. The ambulance comes, and they actually helped me up to where I could stand, and I go onto the stretcher, and I go back to the I go to the hospital. I go back to the hospital. I go to the hospital, and I get there, and my eyes, like, to light, my eyes were so sensitive to the light. Like, my eyes were like teary. It was so bad. I had them cut off the light for me because I couldn't really see, like, in the light because my eyes were sensitive. So I see the doctor, and the doctor, he wanted to send me home. And my mom met me at the hospital. She was like, no, you cannot send her home like this. She cannot walk. She can't walk. So the doctor was like, okay. So they start running tests. And he's looking into my eyes. And he's doing all this stuff. And he says, you have a brain leak. Cerebral cerebral fluid. I was leaking cerebral fluid from my brain. So immediately, they admitted me to the hospital. I'm in the hospital for about 2 weeks. And during those 2 weeks, I had a CAT scan done, I had a spinal tap done, and I had a brain scan done. CAT scan came first. They didn't really find anything, you know. Well, they found, there was, no, they didn't find anything. The brain scan, I had a brain scan, and they showed that I had lesions in my brain, and the lesions were MS lesions. And then I had a spinal tap, which was my final test. Now, the spinal tap took me out. Like, I could, if I had any strength in my legs, I didn't have any more strength after that. After they gave me the spinal tap, I was paralyzed after they gave me the spinal tap. I mean, I couldn't walk before, but, if somebody gets me up on my feet, I could stand and I could walk, a little bit. But the spinal tap, I couldn't really walk at all anymore. So the next day, when they found out when they found out that I was paralyzed, they threw me out basically, and I went to a rehabilitation hospital called Helen Hayes, and Helen Hayes is a rehabilitation hospital for people, for MS and for people that have been in a car accident. It's a rehabilitation hospital. Hi, I'm there for 2 weeks. It's a good hospital. It is not. I'm there for 3 weeks. I spent Christmas there. Oh boy. It's a really good hospital. If anybody ever needs to go there for rehabilitation, it's a really, really good hospital. I did not stay because my insurance company would not pay for it. They were being dickheads about it. And they were asking a whole lot of questions, which I understand. They was like, why is she there? Why does she need to be in that hospital? And, they was like, she has MS, she can't walk, So my insurance company found me a subacute rehabilitation. Subacute rehabilitation, aka a nursing home. What the? So when they told me that, I didn't know it was a nursing home. They just said it was a rehabilitation center, another one subacute. So I was like, okay, fine. So this is the very next day. I get transferred there. And I found out that it is a nursing home / rehabilitation center, but it's a nursing home. It's for people that is older, elderlies. I'm there for 6 months. 6 months. The first month I was there, I got physical therapy, I had occupational therapy, and I forgot what the other therapy is. I forgot, but I had all that, and after a month, they stopped coming, and their reason is, they told my mom. They called my mom, they said, we're not giving your daughter any more physical therapy. She was like, why? They said, because I refuse to accept extra help. Now, okay, here's what happened. my physical therapy session was over, and they asked me did I want any extra help, and um, I said no because I actually need to use the bathroom. So she was like, okay. So that was it. That was the end of the conversation. She did not beg me. She did not say, you know, you need this. You know, this is my first time ever doing that. Turning it down because usually, like, you know, I'll say, yeah, I'll stay for extra, but I needed to use the bathroom. What did you want me to do? So that's the reason why I started receiving physical therapy from them. Physical therapy, occupational therapy. I explained that to my mom, and my mom was like, you know, wow. So basically, the rest of the stay was, it was, oh God, it was so annoying. I mean, the only time I really got out of bed was for my showers. And if I need to see the social service lady, I think that's what they call her, or the therapist, which the therapist was so fucking annoying too. She was so annoying. Lord, she was so annoying. I'm sorry. Now, my doctor's appointments. I went to see a neurologist for, you know, my condition for the MS. They did not believe that I had MS, you know, because they say it's too quick that everything happened. They don't believe that I had it. So they actually did a biopsy on me, surgery, and they found out that I had something called pneumonia myopathy. Now, that's supposed to be genetic, and I don't know any of my family that has that or had it. I don't know. But they wanted me to go see a doctor in the city which they were supposed to keep me. That was in June 26th of 2016. That's the final day that I was in the nursing home, and they had actually went down to the city to see the neurologist. I got down there. It's actually a beautiful hospital, so beautiful. And the doctor didn't have any much information about my situation, you know, except all the stuff that, you know, I had from the nursing home. But he needed more than that. So he was like, when you get that, just come back and, you know, we'll keep her. Here's the problem, you know. My mom didn't expect me to go home. She expected me to stay in the hospital. And, you know, get treatment so I can start walking. That didn't happen. So we actually ended up going home, and well, it's my home now. We actually ended up going home, and my mom lives on the second floor. So here's another problem. My brother had to carry me up the stairs because I could not walk, and I had to sleep in a recliner. I had to sleep in a recliner chair. I had about 3 doctor's appointments since I've been home, and we were trying to get my doctor to get a prescription for everything that I need, so, you know, I could be comfortable. I'm not comfortable at all. I don't have a bed. I still can't walk. It's so crazy, and I don't like talking to people about this because I feel like it's really embarrassing, but I sleep in a recliner chair. I can't walk. I'm 27 years old. This started when I was 25. I wish I never had that weight loss surgery at all. I wish that I just would have just stayed going to the gym, because I feel like it started off with that. And I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I want people to know like what I'm going through. You know, it's not a good thing what I'm going through, and it's really stressing me out, but I'm trying to keep the faith, you know. I'm trying to keep the faith. But anyway, thank you so much. If anybody's there, because it looked like nobody's there, but eventually somebody's going to see this video. Eventually. So thank you guys. This is my MS story. My MS/Nemaline myopathy/ my weight loss surgery from hell. Oh my God. But thank you. Bye.